Hello, my name is Wobblerocket. Today we're taking a look at R.I.C.E, Repetitive Indie Combat Experience. This is another action roguelike game, and this one has some surprising depth to it. It really has a couple of systems that I haven't quite seen in other games in this genre. If you guys follow my channel, you know that I play a lot of action roguelike games, and I'm always interested in seeing what new features different developers decide to come out with. So the goal of this game is not just surviving to a particular time limit. The goal is to destroy planetoids and suns that you'll find in the battlefield. In order to do that, you have to kind of chew your way through the starry void here so that you can gain access to the planetoids. Small planetoids give you a gem which unlocks a new weapon choice, but you do have a limited number of slots. Now, if you collect several of the same weapon, they will eventually upgrade, and they'll merge. Once you have 3 of them, they'll merge into a single item with increased stats. Every time you level up, you have a choice of different abilities, and then throughout the run you'll also earn what's called meta currency, which eventually unlocks additional upgrades that you'll automatically start with. Like, for example, I automatically started with some lucky damage, snap, which provides a little bit of damage to nearby enemies, things like that. Those are things that I unlock because I've done a couple of runs already. If you get too close to the void, you'll actually start taking damage from it, so that is something to kind of watch out for. There's tons and tons and tons of different upgrades that you can get, and some of them are very, very interesting. Alright, so this will be our 3rd dagger, so this is going to upgrade our dagger to a new form, which attacks faster and probably does more damage as well. In fact, we pause, we can look and see that, yeah, it has a 75% cooldown. So the attack speed of that weapon has increased. Different weapons will gain different effects as they upgrade to their advanced forms. The shotgun, for example, once it reaches tier 3, will actually start shooting out grenades. The ice staff, I think once it hits tier 2, starts slowing enemies in an area around the projectiles, even if the projectiles themselves don't actually hit the enemy. Some of the cards actually don't give you a clear idea of what they do the first time that you pick them up. The dev bias card that I picked up a little bit earlier by itself doesn't do anything, but if I pick up another couple copies of it, it'll actually make enemies start taking additional damage. The little black ring that you see around my character is the pickup radius for experience and things like that. And that is another upgradable feature as well. I'm gonna grab Desperation. That'll increase our health regeneration if we find ourselves below 50% life. All right, so this is a really good set of cards this time. cards that say attach only only apply to a single weapon. That's a pretty good one though. It causes the weapon to fire twice. I think I'm gonna go for the lucky damage though, because it's going to give us a chance to get anywhere from 0 to 16 additional damage on every attack that we fire out. On average, that's going to create quite a bit of damage to enemies. Go ahead and grab some increased critical hit chance. Kind of have a strategic element to this. It's a really nice, actually that honey, which causes us to heal every time that we pick up experience, that's going to be very, very helpful. Let's grab the fireball staff. If we grab one more of those, we'll be able to upgrade that. You do have limited inventory slots, but one of the upgrades that you can unlock are increased numbers of inventory slots. You can also get more weapon slots as well. There's an increase to our pickup range. Okay, let's increase our projectile lifetime. Especially if we can get some piercing, that's going to help us not have to get quite so close to our enemies. Projectiles pierce through an enemy, so that's really good. Alright, so there's our third fireball, so that's going to increase our fireball to a new level. And what does it get? So the size doubles because it's at level 2 now. I would say that's somewhat more than double, to be honest. Okay, piercing an enemy creates 3 sparks that deal 1 plus flame fire damage. Uses weapon velocity. The explosion radius on that fireball is really nice. The desperation is really nice, but I'm going to go for the additional weapon slot for now. Okay, we're going to pick up probably the shotgun. The shotgun is just generally a good clear, especially if you pick up some abilities that either poison or... Wow, these are some really good ones. Okay, let's grab Echo. And what we're going to do is... Echo, here we go. We're going to drag this onto one of our weapons, and it's going to cause that weapon to fire twice. So I think we're going to stick that on our fireball. Now, whenever our fireball triggers, it's going to shoot out 2 fireballs. Okay, there's our second dev bias. Now you can see that the title has changed. As far as I understand it, means that enemies will now take 10% additional damage. Not 100% clear on that, but that does seem to be the way things are going. So We're going to grab an additional point of damage to all of our attacks. %100% critical hit damage is really nice. Let's go ahead and grab, let's grab another fireball. I'd like to see if we can stack that up to tier 3, and that would be a really nice addition for us. We're going to go ahead and grab Heal Pulse, which every minute will heal 100 hit points, which right now is about 1/10 of our health. I'm going to grab some more critical hit chance. A critical hit chance is really going to scale the lucky damage that we've got right now, since we picked up that one lucky damage node that has such increased damage. That inventory slot's probably going to be our best bet, although I'm really interested in illness, which will make all of our attacks inflict 5% of their damage as stacking poison. We're going to go for the inventory slot though, because that's going to really open up possibilities for us as far as upgrading our weapons. Grab some of this experience up here. Let's grab we're going to go for bounce. Stack a little bit more on offense than defense at the moment. I may end up regretting that, but we'll see what happens. %40 additive projectile size. Go ahead and increase our pickup range a little bit. Alright, so every minute poison all enemies for 10% of heal pulses heal. So that means every minute we're going to send out a pulse that not only heals us, but also deals damage, poison damage to all of our enemies. That can be a great way to kind of chew down packs if they get away from us and they start growing a little bit too much. Grab this Constitution, that's going to increase our maximum hit points. Nothing that I want at the moment, so we're just going to go for more mana currency. I'm still really hoping we can get that next fireball. There it is. I need to get away from these guys because I'm taking a little bit too much damage. Go ahead and grab our crit chance is 15%. Let's go ahead and grab another 5% on that. Projectiles pierce through another enemy. That's always a good one. Attacks inflict 20% of their damage as stacking poison. That's a really, really nice increase to our damage right there. Each Each map does have some environmental hazards, so like on this one, the Milky Way kind of spaces that we cross through are able to slow us down. Let's see if we can start upgrading our shotgun. Let's grab that chill to slow enemies. Nothing that we need. Grab that 50% increased critical hit damage. Yeah, see, we died there. I got bogged down too much, but we did collect 1,500 meta currency. So let's hop into the meta progression panel and kind of explore that a little bit. So the way this works is you have a large grid here and you can unlock slots for it. You have multiple qualities of metals, but each metal has a different space that it takes up. So for example, if we buy this lucky damage and try to drag it into our map, it's not going to fit because we don't have enough open spaces for our map right now. So what I'm going to do is just spend a little bit of money on opening up some more spaces on the board. We will grab some additional critical hit chance. And I don't think I really have a good spot for that, actually. Should have paid more attention there. All right, so let's grab this 50% increased critical hit damage. That's going to take up these two slots that we just unlocked, and that's going to give us an initial 50% increase to our damage in our next run. Go ahead and pick up shotgun. Each weapon slot that you have has a different targeting mode. Some of them target based on where your cursor is, like my sword. The shotgun is currently set to target the closest enemy. The gun that we just picked up will actually target the closest planetoid, although it will deal damage to any enemies that are in the way. Upgrade our shotgun. Okay, let's see what we can grab. Let's go ahead and grab this projectile bounce. Nothing that I want right now because I want to upgrade that shotgun first. Grab that +2 damage. Alright, there's our shotgun upgrade. Shotgun upgrade greatly increases the firing speed of the shotgun. Start working on that pistol next. You kind of have to decide when to go for enemies and when to chase after planetoids, because it's very easy, particularly after you have your first couple upgrades, to not have enough inventory space to be able to get the upgrades that you want. So at that point, you would want to target more enemies in order to hopefully get either an inventory space or a weapon space and upgrade some of your equipment. We're going for a critical hit build here. We're going to just keep stacking on our critical hits, see what we can do. All right, so the upgraded pistol turns into a rifle, which converts the knockback into piercing, so that's really nice. Let's go ahead and grab, we'll pick up a shotgun so we can start working towards our tier 3 shotgun. This is sort of a tricky one because all of our cards, with the exception of useless, have a negative downside, and I'm not really wild about picking up those cards. Useless is an interesting one in that it doesn't do anything right now, but later on there are cards that will give you 1 damage for each useless card that you have. But instead, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to re-roll, and that's going to decrease my hand size, but it will give me some more choices. Yeah, let's go for more critical hit damage. Okay, we can go ahead and upgrade our sword to level 2. The level 2 sword has twice the knockback, so that's pretty nice. Go ahead and start working towards our next level of shotgun. Get it that time. At least if you don't get the weapons that you want, you can collect some meta currency. And in fact, the number of times that that happens, you'll actually get more and more meta currency each time. I'm going to go ahead and skip this round because there's nothing particularly fantastic here, and that's going to increase our hand size by 1 again. So we'll get back up to 5 choices each round. Still no shotgun, and that's what I'm going for. Grab that heal pulse. You may have noticed that in this map, the experience orbs are kind of flying away from us. That's the environmental factor. In this one is that there are occasional wind gusts that will start whisking away your experience, and you have to chase it after it. Go ahead and keep going on critical hit damage. Currently have 300% critical hit damage, so when we do crit, that's going to be nice. We really do need to get more critical hit chances though, so that we can make sure that we're doing that as regularly as possible. I'm going to grab this gravity so that we can increase our pickup range. And go for piercing. And shotgun. Still no shotgun. Grab that increased maximum health. Grab the slow effect. Grab that additional weapon slot. Although that honey would have been nice because that would have helped us quite a bit with healing. Although we're doing okay right now. Okay, there's our shotgun, so that has upgraded as well. Grab an increase to our damage. Let's do some damage there. there too. Let's decrease our damage taken. Snap is going to increase our damage to nearby enemies. Alright, so we need to get one more level 2 shotgun so that we can upgrade to tier 3. Increase our critical hit chance. Grab some additional damage. And more critical hit chance. Our critical hit chance is now 20%, so that's a nice increase from what we were doing before. Another shotgun. We can pick up one more shotgun, then we will have our tier 3 shotgun enabled. Grab that 50% increased pickup range. Love to get some movement speed soon. Seems to be a fairly rare card, so not holding my breath, but maybe we'll get lucky. No shotgun. Grab Desperation. Just going to increase our health regeneration when we're under 50%. Monster Bone is going to be really nice, although Boing is pretty great too. 50% critical hit chance, and there are some really good choices here, and unfortunately we can only take one of them. I'm going to go with that 50% critical hit chance because that's going to almost triple our damage, and then we can really start stacking on critical hit damage nodes and just destroy everything. Increase our projectile lifespan. Starting to run out of planetoids, so it's probably going to be time to tackle one of these suns in just a minute. The interesting thing about this game is that we don't actually have to stop playing after we defeat the level. You sort of get a double or nothing chance by going into another round, and you get to keep all of your upgrades as you go into the next wave as well. My health is just deteriorating, so that was a poor end to that run. All right, well, I'm really enjoying this game. This is a game, the developer's name is Pirate Bob. It's published by Freedom Games. It's really great. It's super cheap on Steam right now. At the time that I picked this up, it was on sale for, I think it was like $1.50. There's so much depth to this game. It's really fun. I'm definitely going to see myself sinking a lot of time into this one. If you're interested in this action roguelike genre, be sure to check out my Haru, the Armada of the Astral Void videos. Be sure to check out my Striving for Light videos as well. My name's Wobblerocket. I'll catch you around.